I got it on backwards. Close. Share your screen with your audience. I put the wig on backwards. Hey everybody. So YouTube, not only do they hold my numbers back, but I just did a video. It passed all the checks, and it will not let me upload my video. So you get to see me in all my glory as I've been sitting here making the video, and I'm trying to figure out how to upstream this and get it on, and it does this and it does that. So I just want YouTube to know, if you guys go through my stuff here, like I can't get my freaking wig on, right, as I'm being harassed by witches and warlocks right now. Shit, you can watch what witchcraft looks like. It makes you not be able to do things that are simple. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about this wig. I had a message for a friend of mine, somebody who's going through some pretty hard times. And YouTube it went through the checks and everything, but YouTube would not let the video go up. I just want everybody in YouTube to know there's a woman based in St. Louis who's holding my channel back, saying I have bots. I wouldn't even know how to have bots. I am going to sue you, okay? Just know this to be true. And if I don't sue you, I think some other big named people might sue you in my behalf. At any rate, now I'm angry. This message was for William, a friend of mine. I don't even know if there's a point to me doing this. Which side is this? The message was really beautiful, and if they ever let me post the original video, I will. But basically, there's one of you out there having a struggle. It's the man with the skin cloak. A very sad story. A famous man who's struggling. He got baptized. He did get baptized. That was my suggestion to him. He's a Catholic who was never baptized, which is very unusual in and of itself. Because usually Catholics take their babies when they're infants and they get the oil and the water put on them, which is a certain form of protection. I've been baptized that way, and then I was baptized as saved by the Lord Jesus, which is a complete dunking. That's what I call it. Well, this man had the skin cloak put on him, like in the ritual I explained. Well, baptism isn't a panacea for everything. And then I'm supposed to meet William, and he's delaying. There is witchcraft. I pulled cards. Witchcraft is being performed at him. And that's what you have to fight that now. The baptism got rid of the skin cloak effect, which means they were puppeting him. So maybe the baptism has made him aware of, because he did say after the baptism that he felt like a weight had been lifted off of him. But now you're aware. Now you're very much aware of the rights and wrongs of your life and what you've let go and what you haven't let go of. And I told him, the last thing he said, and then the reason why I'm out here on this video, is he said, I'm not really a man. And I asked him, have your balls been drained? He said, no. Does your penis still get hard? He said, yes. Well, you're a man. Are you saying that because you like to be with other men? He said, yeah. I said, well, you're still a man. As long as you have your penis, you're a man. And it doesn't matter whether you like to F women or left to F men. You're a man, okay? Don't ever get that confused. I personally hate when people say there's no gender in the tarot. There absolutely effing is. You got queens and you got kings. And until somebody comes up with the transgender deck, there's men and there's women. And that's how life is. We're men and we're women. Now, you could go and pretend to be that you're something else, and that's fine. We no judgment here, okay? That's fine if you want to play that game. You go right ahead. Now, my theme for William was he's got a wife who did horrible things and used his celebrity to do them with, which has kind of diminished his career in some ways. And she's physically abused him, she's damaged him, they tried to kill him. People just, they made a clone of him and they were going to kill him just so the clone would be the one they could pull the money from. He evidently has an inheritance not too dissimilar from what I have, except my mother told my sister it was okay to pretend to be me. So we're both gone through something similar. And then I was human trafficked by 2 husbands. How stupid does that make me, William? I know you feel stupid about what you've been through. But, you know, families do weird things to each other, and we go into drugs and alcohol to subdue how the hurt inside that we don't feel loved. And then people take advantage of that at a young age. And if you were involved in your military service in any way where they found out how they could quiet your mind and make you go to sleep, like they showed on the show Sherlock, when Sherlock's going to jump off the building and somebody comes up to Dr. Watson and puts him right out to sleep, people can do that. It's scary. And then they go ahead and human traffic you like they did me. I don't know if they did that to you. But that's not your fault. It's not my fault that I'm tractable. It's not my fault that I go out there into the subterraneous space because I am a mystic traveler. It's not my fault that I have psychic abilities and skills. It's not your fault that you have psychic abilities and skills that makes it easy for them to put you under and then manipulate you. And if you like to party, which I know I did, you probably do too, it makes you even easier. They spray your pills or firsthand that people can warlock each other, and that makes you have that lassitude and put you to sleep. That's not your fault. Now, what you have to look at, now my other video was a lot more loving than this one. I'm angry. I'm angry with YouTube. What you have to look at is you have a life. You have a life. Your career's not over. You got friends. You have friends. I haven't any. Actually, I do, but I don't want to put my problems on them because my friends are older and they have problems. There's a couple here I'd love to go see, but the husband's lost a leg, and I feel like, maybe I should wait a little bit till I'm a little bit more stable and not dealing with inner grief. You got friends. God has given several of the other men green lights to meet me, but they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to say, I think I should walk away. That's friendship. That's real, true friendship. That's more than I have in my life. I have my kids. But you can't be friends with your kids. You have to be the one, the leader. And I'd love to do myself in. I wish they had. I wish God had allowed them to kill me. And I know they've tried. And that's going to come out in this court trial. And what's YouTube fucking afraid of? Anyway, I wish they had, but I can't kill myself, and you won't kill yourself either. You want to know why? We're like gods to our children. I have to show my children what it means to be strong, even though they're adults. If I were to off myself, I'd leave them with a terrible mess. And it would also teach them that when life gets too hard, that maybe we should just blow ourselves away. And that's not the way of it, especially if you believe in God. And you must believe in God because I've heard you prayed. You've prayed on more than one occasion. I've been told you've prayed, and then I showed up. I showed up online. And boy, they've been working hard. They've been working hard to keep me down. They pay people here at YouTube to keep this channel suppressed, of which I am going to sue you guys. You can't give in. You can't give up. And what did I do that soliloquy for? You have to look for the party within. You have to look for that moment of song. It's there. And then he says, my career is over. No, your career is not over. You might be older. Maybe you look different. So now it's time to write stories for yourself and turn the page creatively. You need to challenge on. You're a creative person like beyond belief. There's no reason why your career would be done. Now, you started at a very young age, and you need to think back. That one TV show you did when you were a youngster, and maybe those guys got you into this conglomerate that is telling you who you should and shouldn't date and marry. That's just such BS. I can't believe they do that to you. But be that as it may, maybe you're the one. Maybe you're the one, William. Maybe you're the one to be the beacon for other young men in your industry. Maybe you're the one who shouldn't fondle them, who should show them the way and talk about sex and talk about how you think it should be. Pastor Levi today gave a very important message that I thought was great. It was one of the first times I didn't come out of church crying, but it did make me realize sex scars us, all forms of it. I tried to post his message on the YouTube video I did prior, and if they allow me to put it out here, I will. He says, when you watch great white sharks, you can always tell the females because they're scarred and they're pockmarked. And why is that? Well, the male needs to hold on to something, so he bites her and he holds on when he has sex with her. And Pastor Levi used that. People are scarred because of our pornographic world, because of sex. Karmics, sex, scarred, rape, scarred. And men and women get raped. My nephew Robert is dead. He was raped and killed. Scarred. Human trafficking, scars. Being a porn star, you can't tell me some of those people aren't scarred. And now they do snuff porn, scarred to death. More than scarred. What your wife did in the industry is not you. And that'll come out in court. That's come out in court. It will. You'll be vindicated. And God's given you a chance to walk away and walk away with most assurity and strength and certainty. Now, he thinks I'm strong. I'm not really strong. I just believe. I believe that I will get my day sometime and that my miracle will happen for me. I kind of hope you were part of it, but maybe you're not. And I ask you, I didn't ask this in the other video, release me. Release me so I can move forward. And he says, I'm not a man because he likes other men. Well, as long as you have a penis, I'm sorry, you are a man. And if it gets hard, you're a man, okay? And it doesn't matter if you like men or women. You're a man. And that's just the way of it. I really, no judgment on anybody because you all say what you need to say. And that's part of this fucking democratic bullshit life. There's no gender in the tarot. There most certainly is. There's kings and there's queens. That's gender. And if you all want to be gender non-specific, that's your own personal business. But as I don't try to put on my thing onto you, don't put that onto me. Now, what you're dealing with is shadow work. Now you have the shadow work to do. Moving on from karmic situations is very difficult. You need to put stuff in its place. And sometimes that takes years. You at least have friends that listen to you, friends that will talk to you. And you have 5D friends too. You have quantumly entangled friends. Some of your quantumly entangled friends don't have the resources you have. So you're very lucky. And you have plenty of time left in your life to enhance your career. I think you yet have the film to do that gives you the Academy Award. And it's coming. You have to believe in it. You have to believe in it, and then you work for it. Okay? Nothing comes for free. And you don't do sex magic for you. And I want to say something about the people who want to possess me and take my destiny or my soul because they want to be with William. Did you ever stop to think? I'm 69 years old, some of you younger women out there, and I've been through a heinous life. Thank God I don't remember a lot of it. But the minute you would get my destiny or my soul, you'd go through every moment I've lived through. And some of you would perish just for that. And then there's the aging process. You'd age to be my age if you made it through the process of experiencing my life. So you stupid witches out there who want to take, and your magic, you kill people and think it covers your sins, but you're in court. You're in court, not me. And what you've created is a long list of crimes for yourself. And any fame and wealth you got is because you worked at it, or you worked at being a criminal. Anyway, William's had a tough life. His mom created that skin cloak idea. My mom told my sister she could steal my identity for the wealth. We have a lot of similar experiences. You're just famous and wealthy, and I'm a nobody, and I'm poor, and that's why YouTube thinks it can get away with what it's doing. But God help YouTube if I get my wealth, because I'm going to sue you for holding my channel back. And maybe some people might help me. Anyway, William, you have to look forward for your children. You have to be the beacon of light. And what makes you incredible is the little boy is not even your child. Your wife had a child from another man, but that child calls you dad. That makes you super. At least in my eyes, it does. And I think it does in a lot of other people's eyes too. You try. Don't give in to this. Don't give in to the witchcraft and warlockery when you've gone this far, because that's all that's bringing you down. You need to walk a little further. Maybe try things a little bit differently. And if you don't want to be with a woman, let her go. Let her live her life. That's all I have. Shadow work. It's not easy. You cry, you grieve, you write it down on paper, you fold the paper away from you and you burn it. You know the witch stuff. You know how to do it. You pray, you ask, and you don't give up hope. Never give up hope that everything will be okay. But I don't see that you have. Your career is lost. You have friends. You have friends. You've got one good one that works for the government. You have several actor friends who are waiting in the wings for you to say, I'm done with this, so they can talk to somebody. That's friendship and that's respect. That's way more than I have. But I still have the party going on inside. So don't give up on yourself. I don't want to hear that stuff anymore. You're a man, even if you like other men. You're very much a man. Anyway, keep your feet on the ground. Go out and get some sun. Walk. Commune with nature. Talk to people that you trust and stay away from those you don't. Don't answer the phone. Don't give them the time of day. Don't let them open your door, because the minute you do, there comes the attachments. And you know about that stuff. Don't let them reattach. Don't let them get to you. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Remember, most of you are amazing, and I absolutely love some of you. Sorry I didn't have the beginning. Sorry you got to see my crappy hair. After all, they did take some of it from me. It's not easy going through what we've been through, William. You've been tortured as well. Just make a decision and go for it. And don't look back. Follow your heart. Your heart leads over your brain. Sometimes we overthink things, okay? Follow your heart and you'll be okay. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Bye now.